sound mic, Selena here, or editing mic, Selena, I guess I should say. After cutting together this video, which was a lot of footage, more than I'm used to, I realized that works in progress is basically fully taking over this video, because there's just a lot of ceramics to be done. Basically every video I do is like a week in the life, more or less, or like a specific day of the week that was somewhat interesting to me. So today at the beginning of the video you'll see me doing a lot of last minute underglazing, and then later on in the week I'm glazing those same pieces. I use glazing and underglazing in different ways. I use both forms to decorate the pieces I do, but they're very different, so maybe I'll do a video on this at some point, but you get to see a lot of the process here. Please enjoy, and would love it if you guys could stick through to the end. Alright, enjoy. These are leftover kind of greenware pieces, these three actually, that I never used up last year, so I'm painting them and getting rid of them, clearing my shelf. Got my two mossy plant pots there, and then I have my plant pot. So just put them on the community shelf, and hopefully they'll get bisqued in time for glazing, but we will see. Fingers crossed. Just got to the studio. Today is my least favorite day, which is glazing. Let me set you up right here. So there's probably going to be a part 2 of glazing because I only have 6 pieces to glaze today, and the rest are all like in the bisque kiln, not yet unloaded, I don't think. Oh, actually they are. Let's go take a look. Now this one's mine, these are mine, those 2 guys, what else? This one, these 3 vases, those 3 guys up there are mine. Okay, turns out I have a lot more than I thought. Okay, and 2 of my pieces are not ready for bisque yet, but that's okay. So for glaze day, I don't know if I've said this before, but our studio only glazes every 6 weeks. We don't glaze on a rolling basis. That's just the preference of the studio owner, which is fine. So when it is glazing day or glazing week, there's like a huge amount of stuff to do kind of in one go. I gotta clean the pieces, gotta sand the pieces, gotta wax the pieces. And in the cases where I have decoration that needs to be covered with latex, I also need to do that. But in this case, I don't think I do, not a lot, just maybe a little bit. I think I have about 3 hours until I have to go to my next meeting. So in that time, I'm gonna try and glaze everything and potentially trim. If they're not ready to be trimmed, then I'll probably come back in a couple days to do it. I don't have a lot of time just because I'm busy this weekend, so I'm not gonna be around, but we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna do a bisque haul. So I'm gonna first show you the pieces that were leftover greenware from a previous project that were sitting on my shelf, and I was cleaning out my shelf, so I needed to do something with, right? Starting with these. The first 2 are these little trinket dishes. Upside down, heart, heart. I think they were meant to be like a drainage dish for some previous pots, and they were just too small or too big, so now we got these. This guy was designed to be a trinket dish, but I was just testing size, so we got kind of like a almost starburst black line texture. And then we have these vases, which you may have seen me painting in a previous video. Then I got this vase with the purple and black, this sort of textile texture. And then the next 3, I did make them with the intention of painting this pattern on them. So these are like the mini UFO pencil holders. We got this guy, my favorite, in blue. A slightly different proportioned one. You can see the rings are a lot shallower. This is a lot easier to make as compared to this when you're throwing. But this has black. And then another UFO planter holder, pencil holder, not planter. I guess you could put a succulent in here. And then I have 2 of these mossy pots. I don't see a lot of cracking through bisque, which is actually really impressive, and anything that is gonna crack should be covered up pretty sufficiently with glaze, and And this is like a plant pot or like a little pencil holder, so I'm not really that concerned about like food safety when it comes to this stuff. So I have two of these. One of them has holes in the bottom and the other one doesn't. And then I got this guy, which I don't know actually if I posted this video yet. I also like that the arches kind of extend off of the piece a little bit. So that one has no holes at the bottom. And this is just a plain, very simple fluted piece. I basically had this object left over, no holes in the bottom or anything, and I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just fluted it, and maybe it'll be of use to me somehow, so we'll see. I am not wearing my apron when it comes to glazing because I did not wash my apron in time and it has dried clay all over it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 plus 3. I got 12. 12 pieces today. 2 hours might not be enough time, so we'll see. Bye. So studio policy here is that we can sand them down now during bisque phase, and then once that's done, we can wipe them all down, wax them if we need to, and then you can start glazing. And we always recommend glazing one glaze at a time. So I'll be doing the clear first, and then I'll be doing the white afterwards. I think I do need, for these mossy pots, I think I need to latex the green part so that it's easier to remove the glaze or prevent glaze from sticking to that part. You can also wax it, but I prefer to use a latex resist because then it just comes off in one go. So I'm actually gonna clean and do that first for these. I love how I said I'm not a tutorial channel, yet I'm showing what I'm doing. So this is what I use. It's called liquid latex fashion. It's basically just fashion latex. People use it to paint on themselves and whatnot. I've had this for a couple years and I'm still going strong. I thought I would insert a little high-low what do you know in the middle of my works in progress. For my good thing that happened this week, I started a new knitting project, which I go through phases in my crafting. Sometimes I'm really interested in it and sometimes I'm not. But I was inspired to make a snood for my dog, like a turtleneck hood thing, although I realize the weather's already getting warm, but that'll be fun. My low is relatively surface level, but my hands have never been drier. Like the 2 blizzards in New York, the super cold weather, not really enjoying it, but and the hours in the studio don't help at all. But very dry hands, not fun. And I've been using a lot of lotion. It just, I just wash my hands too often. Anyways, my what do you know fact that I learned this week is I watched a video by Veritasium on asbestos. Coming from architecture, we all know like there's issues in the world related to asbestos and it's all over construction sites and it has to be tested for and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just fascinated by the history of it and how it's really integrated itself within our world. So I'm going to put the link below, but I really enjoyed that. Okay, back to works in progress. Okay, so these guys, my intention, or at least with these 3 small trinket trays, my intention was to do clear on the inside and then color on the outside to match the inside. So this is going to be clear on the inside and then black on the outside, clear on the inside and then pink on the outside with these 2 pink heart trays. And when I was doing the pink, I just realized that I had put it on too thick on the outside and then it chipped and it was just not working. And then with the black here, when I put it in, I put it in a little too far and then some of the black came onto the inside. And then this one I was just gonna do clear. So these three I've cleaned. They're gonna dry for a couple days and then I'm gonna glaze them again. Hold on. Okay, better? No, still crooked. Better? Still crooked. That's okay. So I'm back in the studio. I'm literally wearing the exact same outfit. Turtleneck, green pants, same outfit. That's just because I don't want to get glaze on more than one outfit. You should also be able to tell because my hair is in a different hairstyle and it's shorter. The bangs were just not styled and they were in my way, so this is what I ended up with. But anyways, the pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna do these real fast. I only really want to spend like an hour here because I have some stuff at home I need to do before this weekend, so let's go. All right, done. Wow, these are not really... I finished glazing those 4 pieces and it's only been about 40-ish minutes, so then I took 10 minutes to clean up and now I'm here. And I just packed up 5 of my mini planter greenware pieces. Actually, it's really leather hard, not greenware. But I just packed them up, 5 pieces here in a box. This is my sketchbook, some tools, and some bats over there. I also need to take home my bag of dirty towels and aprons, so I'm just gonna gently put that on top because it's very nice and soft, shouldn't cause any problems. And then my tool bag will go on top of that, so it doesn't fall and damage the pieces. Oh, the sun's out. Nice. The sun's out. Okay, all right, time to go home. If you stay to the end, you get a Kuma video, so here you go. And keep on making stuff, and I will see you guys next week in another video. Okay, bye.